Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here, the supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on.
And already we're underway here. Real chance!
Distributed tidily. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Well, that is one way to stop him. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried. What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. So, who's he going to be aiming for here?
He has a look up, and it's Hernandez.
Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested.
Great ball if he can get there.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Olise is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, I think it's hard to ignore this guy, Mike Maignan, Peter. You don't normally pick a goalkeeper as a potential match winner, but I think his consistency has to allow him an exception, because I think he's just very solid in all aspects of his game, and he has a great relationship with this defence.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now he's off and running. Chouameni. Thuram.
Played out to the right.
Thinks about the shot. Olise!
Goal! France! There is the breakthrough!
He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, that gives...
There's the shot! Goal!
They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Cleared without complication.
France really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Dealt with nicely by the defence.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Chouameni. And here's Mbappe. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Played out to the left flank. France look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Koundé cuts out the pass. Camavinga. Olise. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. That's good vision. That's a decent clearance. Hernandez. Upamecano. Koundé does well to get it back. Nice control. Koundé. Played into the box. And he's there to clear it. Showing good feet. Olise powering forward here. Klaus. Olise. Klaus. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Good ball, good take. Oh, perfectly measured that. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And we hit half-time. So your views on the first half?
The boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those 2 goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game, and it's easier said than done, as we know.
And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Played towards the other side. Koundé. Oh, easy pickings there. Chouameni. Ball played for Klaus. That is ended up in no man's land. Klaus is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And here's Thuram. Mbappe is onto this.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Olise making good progress on the right-hand side. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? France are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And here's Mbappe. It's Hernandez. Mbappe! That's the keeper's ball. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
He's found a way through. And a chance! And it's come back out to him. Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are cruising away. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 24.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Le numéro 10.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Changement.
The message is clear, none shall pass. Koundé did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Mbappe! Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Dembele. Chance for a shot! He has done it! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
It's become a case of men against boys.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Now, who's going to be first to this? France perhaps contemplating their next change here. And here's Dembele. Nicely weighted ball. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Thuram driving forwards. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. Conte. Yyyyy.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
That's a good run he's making there. Oh, that's fabulous. Yyyy's cross. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty.
France really could have done without this. And that's it.
Chers spectateurs,
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon.
And as you can see, we've already started here. Out to the left it goes.
Oh, great feat, that.
He's got away.
Now there's a chance! Oh, what has happened here? It's been... There's the shot! Oh, it's come off the upright.
France definitely are on top of things in these early stages, Peter. If this is how they intend to go on, I think the opposition might see some trouble.
Mignon punts it upfield. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that...
And he shoots! Oh, extraordinary.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. That's a good ball out wide. Under an awful lot of pressure. Could move up a gear here. Yyyyy. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Tries a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
France with the corner, they're first. He gets big! He will be livid with himself. Yyyyy receives it in a good position here. He could be in here, and the shot! And he's there to get it away. Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Mbappe has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Corner number 2 then. Yyyyy plays it short. Hernandez. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. France are looking to go forward now. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Look at the space here. Shapes to shoot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Hernandez clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
So, third corner of the game. And that should get the job done. It's a really well-measured ball. And now they can spring out of defence. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, nice one too, very nice. Oh, they could be caught out here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Yyyyy is wide and looking to get onto this. Hernandez. Ball played for Klaus. And here's Mbappe. Saliba clears it away.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
That is Conte. France finding their passes. Thuram is onto it in a flash. Camavinga. No way through. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. Mbappe. Yyyyy. Now this could be a chance. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. Klaus goes short. Klaus. Oh, important interception. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's picked his way through. Oh, nicely intercepted.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Chance for a shot! Goal!
Well, players of his stature just live for moments like that. Another really important contribution as we near half-time, and it can make such an impact on each mindset.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly have time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind.
And we've reached half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break. Reflections on the first half?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
France leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And we are back underway. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Oh, what a ball! He's on it, can he get away? Back into the middle. Played out to the right. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Real chance! And yes, it's there! They have come roaring back.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
France have the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily...
Great chance! Goal! France! Into the lead once more. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 24.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
À leur place,
France
le numéro 19,
go into the lead.
Le numéro 7. Changement.
Klaus. Chouameni. France are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
Yeah, and I think if you're looking for change in a tight game like this, Peter, it's all about getting the timing right. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Doué. Guendouzi. France do have a chance to counter here. And they're back on the ball again. Chouameni. Now it's Mbappe. Some really good ball movement. Chance here to counter. Now it's Thuram. Over to the left. Oh, sweet feet.
France really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Thuram. In with the challenge.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 25, le numéro 8, le numéro 4, le numéro 9. À leur place, le numéro 6, le numéro 14, le numéro 15, le numéro 12. Attention, changement.
Oh, such a clever touch. And he's managed to get free. Nice control. Backward it goes. And this is Kante. And the counter is on. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Over to the other side. Pavard. Doué. Chouameni. Conte. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Good play on the left-hand side here.
That's good play from him.
Colomwani delivers the ball. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Upamecano. And Pavard. Pinches it off him. No, he's not getting past him there. Now it's Colomwani. Oh, well played. And he's there to belt it away. And it's Rabiot. Mbappe.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
France close now to seeing this one through to the end. Conte. Oh, delightful ball. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Guendouzi. And that will be it. France proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic.
This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
Camavinga. Klaus receives it in a good position here.
There's the shot!
They've got to be quick to recover this. And he's quick to get it clear again.
Oh, nice touch.
He's shifting through the gears here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, I think that move petered out due to a lack of urgency. There was no cutting edge.
Swung over. Now, can they get him away? Mbappe!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Klaus. Nicely aimed pass. Great ball, and he's in here.
Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, I think it's going to be hard, Peter, not to pick out the very talented Michael Elise here. We love his creativity and his ability to drift inside and find a little bit of space and then do serious damage. But potential was always in his game from a very young age, and he's realising that potential.
And the finish! Goal! France! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Chouameni. And it's Camavinga. Oh, it's come loose. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
That has been knocked clear. Yyyyy. Tries to pass it through. France are behind here, despite their domination of possession. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Oh, he's been caught on it here! Hernandez. Quality ball.
France are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Klaus.
Hit into the middle. Oh, smashing header!
And he's there to get it away. Elise. And it's Camavinga. And it's Chouameni. Passing nice and neat. And he's gone looking for safety. And Koundé. And he goes cross-field.
Oh, well spotted.
And it's Tchouaméni. Olise. Olise proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Pass somewhat off target. Saliba clears. Tchouaméni. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Little doubt, that is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. Koundé with the clearance. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Koundé kept his eye on it, and he's there. Hernandez. Into the channel, and he's picked it up out wide. Flings in across. Koundé getting this one clear. Vicious ball here.
Pretty robust defending.
Olise. That has been slung wide. And here's Thuram. And the first half is done. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And we are back on the way.
France can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Klaus. Cleared without complication. Oh, terrible pass. And he's away. Shapes to shoot! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, and usually you're going to get punished.
And it's Camavinga. Well, that looks a decent ball. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Aimed beyond the defence. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Now it's Yyyyy. Conte. And here's Thuram. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And it's Yyyyy. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Driving through the middle. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And here's Mbappe. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Once more, he proves rigid and robust. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Yyyyy with the foul.
And no surprise, that's a booking.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 24.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Le numéro
Pavard.
4. Le numéro 11.
Yyyyy.
À leur place, le numéro 19. Le numéro 14.
Nicely weighted ball.
Le numéro 15.
Oh, perfectly measured
le
that.
numéro 7. Attention.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Thuram! That's another chance. Goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
France. Big chance! It's a goal! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Oh, they could be caught out here. Saliba. France finding their passes. And he shoots! It's a loose ball. Nice control. Oh, good take in a good area.
France really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Now it's Thuram. And the shot! Koundé gets it clear. Lovely, now then. Oh, important interception.
France nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 8.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Le numéro 26. Changement.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's found a way through.
Oh, sweet feet.
Mbappe
Goes on a run down the left wing.
Saliba did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And it's Dina. Dembele. receives it in a wide position. That is lovely. Now that's well seen too.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Stood up well to him there.
So that's it. It is all over.
One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
That's a foul, no two ways about it. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Thuram looks to get on the end of this. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
I see this guy Upamecano as a very modern-day centre-back. Quick, good with his feet, confident moving the ball out of defence. I mean, if you're a team like many of the good ones that like to play out from the back, then this Frenchman really is your perfect fit.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Olise. Now, can they get him away? He's a sharp little ball here.
He's having a shot!
Oh, what has happened here?
Can he finish?
And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Saliba. France are applying all the early pressure.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell.
Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card.
Mbappe.
Great chance!
Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Danger averted for now.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Oh, they can break here.
Mbappe.
France are enjoying the lion's share of possession, but nothing yet to show for it. Chouameni. France trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack.
And he shoots! Oh, that is rather wayward.
That's the threat he carries, Peter, running at defences like that. If only he managed to retain his composure.
Hernandez. Here's Chouameni. Quality ball. Played out to the left flank. Hernandez proves just a little bit too strong. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Upamecano. Klaus. And it's Chouameni. Might be danger here. Ball played for Conte. Thuram. And it's Yyyyy. Oh, easy pickings there. Klaus. Decent progress down the left. Yyyyy. Plenty to aim at here. Oh, brilliant save under real pressure. Mignon did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Thuram. Yyyyy. This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies. Now it's Yyyyy. Chance for a shot! Goal! France! The invitation was clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Camavinga. Now it's Mbappe. He's away!
France truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Now it's Olise. And it's Yyyyy. Koundé promptly onto that, and that is that. Camavinga. And here's Thuram. Knocks it out wide. Lobbed in behind. Well, that is one way to stop him. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Camavinga. Conte. For Olise. Looking to play him in. He's shifting through the gears here. Thuram! It's hit the upright. And that would have been some goal.
Oh, that's a great chance from a really swashbuckling run. His manager will be wanting more of that.
Hernandez. No way through. Mbappe has found the net here, of course. And we've reached half-time. And it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And we are back on the way.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And the shot! It's a goal! France are back on level terms.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Shapes to shoot! Goal!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Thuram really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
France appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Still they trail, and time is ticking away. Camavinga. Some really good ball movement. No, that's been intercepted.
France really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Nicely weighted ball. And he's gone backward here.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Can he finish? And a terrific save from the keeper.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro
France
24.
with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
Le numéro 4. Le numéro 8.
They've played it short.
À leur place,
That's
le numéro
Yyyyy.
19. Le numéro 7.
And here's Mbappe.
Le numéro 6.
Mbappe! It's there! Again, we are level. What a contest!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
This is quite a battle.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
France are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
Camavinga. France finding their passes. Now it's Mbappe. He's in a good... Tries a shot! Goal! France! Into the lead once more. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
France take the lead. And it's Tchouaméni. The referee's awarded a free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Tchouaméni. He's being urged to shoot. Oh, shooting chance! once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Takes a shot! Goal! France! And the comeback is complete. Simplicity itself.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
France go into the lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that.
There's the shot! He's got a goal! We thought it was over! It's all square once more! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum, which augurs well if this goes to extra time.
This is Dembele. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner.
Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
Yyyyy with the short one. Lovely bit of skill. Pinches it off him. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. And this is the big chance.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it. They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Now he's got space here. And he's being shifted off it. Now it's Mbappe. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. And here's Mbappe. Pavard. And now the breakaway. Looking for the run. He's in plenty of space here. Ball is over the line. Conte. That is lovely. And here's Dembele. It's Dembele! Oh, what about that? And that has raised the roof. Just so calm under pressure. And there goes the final whistle. France have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Yyyyy takes control of it and he's on the move.
Camavinga.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. Good read, needed to be.
Koundé is there to clear.
Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into a stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot.
Shapes to shoot! Goal! France! And France are in front! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
France are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Nice physical challenge. Chouameni, passing is crisp and sharp. Can he get on the end of this? Thuram.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Now it's Mbappe, played in with purpose. Tries to get it clear. Hernandez going vertical. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And the counter is on.
Hernandez.
That's very neat. And the shot! It's in! And they're at it again in double quick time. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
And yes, it's him again. Mbappe! And he's following up. That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target. That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
And it's Camavinga. Now that's well seen too. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
He has a look up. Yyyyy. France heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Camavinga. Yyyyy. Well, now it's a race for the ball. That's a cute ball. And he was quick to react.
Defending was strong and firm.
Conte. Now Mbappe. And it's Yyyyy. And here's Mbappe. And the shot!
Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Peter, the best counter-attacks are pacey and incisive, we know that, and that one never really got going.
That's a simple one for the keeper. France are looking to go forward now. And there is the half-time whistle. Some first-half thoughts?
France really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
France sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up. And we are already promptly back underway.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Yyyyy. Chouameni. And it's Yyyyy.
That's good running with the ball.
And here's Mbappe.
Plenty to... Can he finish? Oh, it's hit the post. Just off target.
Oh, that's just unfortunate, really, really unfortunate.
That has been cut short. And here's Mbappe.
Distributed tidily.
And he's there to retrieve it. Yyyyy.
He's had a shot! And it's come back out to him. And it's there! And they are cruising away.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. France appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 24. Le numéro 11.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Le numéro 20. Le numéro 7. Le numéro 6. Changement.
Just about up to the hour now. And it's Dembele. The message is clear, none shall pass.
France do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Conte.
Out of play for a goal kick.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 4.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Changement en cours.
Conte turns back here, probably the best option. Pavard. And it's Koundé. Now Saliba. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Pavard. Koundé. Tchouaméni. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Tchouaméni. Tries to play it through. Tchouaméni. Barcola. And he was alert to it. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
France clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
The muscular approach does pay off here. Pavard. Now Mbappe. He's got away. And here's Kante. Can he finish? Now, how often do you see that?
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Thuram goes steaming forward. Konate. Thuram. Well read, nice interception. Conte. Opts for safety. And Pavard. Keeper's got good distance on that. Morris ended up in no man's land. Now it's Thuram. Great vision. Well, that's a... Doué! Keeper's not concerned by that.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
And that's it.
Chers spectateurs, voici venu le moment de notre grande tombola. Veuillez vous...
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform.
And as you can see, we've already started here.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Klaus. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. No, he's not getting his way this time. Decent chance! They've scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Le numéro 22.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
Mbappe. Ball played for Klaus. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Oh, just skip chance! It's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
2-0 ahead already. It's been an almost perfect start.
Driving on and making good progress.
Oh no, what has happened here?
Hernandez. France have scored two quick goals here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score.
That'll be a throw-in.
And that could well leave a mark. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And here's Yyyyy. Tchouaméni. Hernandez. Tchouaméni. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Now it's Camavinga. Upamecano picks it up from the goal kick. There's a sharp little ball here. Yyyyy is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Doué. Tchouaméni. Klaus. Saliba kept his eye on it, and he's there. And here's Mbappe, and he's managed to get free. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Pulls it back. Oh, smashing header! Koundé gets good distance on it. Saliba. Oh, good-looking ball. Klaus has it out wide and in space. Up he goes! Oh, should really have made more of that.
Yeah, it's very well timed. The delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Upamecano cuts out the pass. And it's Hernandez. Great vision.
Played into space out wide.
Saliba gets it clear. And we have our very first corner.
And it's been taken short.
Now it's Camavinga.
France with another chance from a corner.
This is their second corner of the game. Hernandez
With the short one.
France have the chance to go the other way. Good ball, good take. Koundé. Olise.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Conte. Doué. Thuram. And the shot! It's bounced back off the post. He's got a goal! Deep into first half stoppage time, a crucial goal.
They forced... There's the whistle for half-time.
It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
France are leading by one in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time.
And the game has already resumed here.
And he's been shifted off it. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Now it's Doué. Olise. Olise. And it's Camavinga.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Thuram is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Thuram. It's Hernandez.
Looking for the run. So nearly the perfect ball.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 24.
France can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
À leur place, le numéro 19.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And the counter-attack is on for France. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Thuram.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Gives it back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Can he get it through? Oh, some tackle that. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Camavinga, who does have an assist to his name. Guendouzi. Mbappe! 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 Oh, how good is that? He's got himself an absolute peach. France are back on level terms. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 4.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Le numéro 15.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Changement.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
Yyyyy providing an outlet on that flank. And here's Yyyyy. And this is Dembele. He can get that clear. And it's Digne. Played over towards the opposite flank.
Well spotted.
Nicely weighted ball. Great ball if he can get there. And that was very necessary.
France clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Now it's Mbappe. And he can clear it away. It's a good spell of possession, this. Oh, super ball. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro
France
9.
have their
Pour
third
le
corner.
remplacer, le numéro 12.
They've played it short.
France are looking to go forward now. Dembele running with the ball. Guendouzi. And that is out of play. Quality ball. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Shot, surely! Oh, what about that? Late in the day, this could well be it. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Attention, changement.
Time for a change in personnel.
Kolomuani getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Well, this could lead to the injection of energy that might disrupt the rhythm of their opponents.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
Guendouzi has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles. And that's been drilled in. No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Temps
Pavard.
additionnel, 5 minutes.
Now, can they get him away? Saliba calmly anticipates. Five minutes to add. Chips it through. Chouameni. Oh, that's well spotted. Conte.
And that is it, the referee has seen enough.
A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead, and ultimately they lost the game.
What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, the surprise for me was seeing a team look so feeble in what is usually a strongly protected area, but the centre of their defence looked open and very, very unsafe.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
Just joining us, we are already underway.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and No doubt you could expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements, overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
Oh, nicely intercepted. That's a cute ball. Chips it through. And it's made sure that's not getting through. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Yyyyy. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Well, Peter, I don't think you're going to get many defenders who are as good as this fella, Koundé. When it comes to building from the back, I mean, he's always boasted impressive forward passes where you see him hit the front line with diagonals, switch play. He's got a great, varied passing game, but I really have been surprised at how good a ball carrier he is.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. France with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. Klaus goes short. Klaus. Mbappe. And he's cut it out. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Thuram. Mbappe receives it in a good... There's the shot! Goal! France! And France are in front! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Yyyyy absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
He's through, it's Mbappe! He scores! And they're at it again in double quick time. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
France are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. A probing pass. Pass somewhat off target. Camavinga. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Upamecano promptly onto that, and that is that. And they've switched it over to the other side.
Oh, well spotted.
Nicely weighted ball. And that's clear cut. It's a free kick.
France are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Well, that's a dangerous ball. And that's really well manoeuvred. Yyyyy proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Tchouaméni has got himself a free kick. Tchouaméni. Upamecano. Look at the space here. And it's Tchouaméni for Yyyyy. And he welcomes it in. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. He's got away.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now?
Hernandez. Chouameni. And here's Mbappe. Good ball, good shot at goal! Hernandez. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Chouameni. And it's Camavinga. And he's in on goal!
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Doué. Mbappe.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Olise. Olise. He's found a way through. And we hit half-time. Some first-half thoughts?
France really are lucky not to be down by more, Peter. The manager's going to have to come up with something a little special to lift these players. Otherwise, this one's as good as done.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Hernandez.
Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
And here's Thuram. Some really good ball movement. Klaus is onto this.
That's a corner kick.
It's their second corner of the game.
Klaus with the short one.
That's tidy. Klaus proves just a little bit too strong. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Now it's Mbappe. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Now it's Thuram.
Big chance! One-on-one! And he's on his way! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro...
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact.
À leur place, le numéro 7, le numéro 19. Changement.
France have the chance to go the other way. And he's only too happy to take that back. And it's Dembele. Chouameni. A lot of space ahead of him. Hernandez gets it away. France perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. No luck with that dink over the top.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
He shifted it to the flank. Dembele, and that has left him in a heap. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. And no surprise, that's a booking.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 25.
So, time for changes
Pour le
on
remplacer,
both sides, actually.
Le numéro 26. Changement en cours.
Looking to play him in, and the shot! He's beaten the keep, sticks it away! Right back in the game! Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
And here's Mbappe.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Saliba with a definite foul there.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 4.
France making another change here.
Le numéro
Was
4.
just lacking in accuracy.
France surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Nice sequence of passes, this. And it's Tchouaméni. And here's Colomwani. Oh, this is a great position.
Cleared without complication. Gets a good foot in there.
Tchouaméni carries the ball down the right. Now, can they get him away? Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
France must do something here, and very quickly.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Yyyyy is fouled.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 8. Pour le remplacer, le numéro 14.
Tchouaméni.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Dembele. Tchouaméni. Pavard. Doué.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Il y aura 4
And it's been
minutes
given
de temps
away.
additionnel.
He's picked his way through. Long ball looking to counter.
4 added minutes on the board.
Mignon clears. And that is that. France can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all, but ultimately they have fallen just short against an opponent prepared to go toe-to-toe until the end. How would you summarise what we've seen today?